And today we end in Canada. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's government has called for change, urging universities to expand their recruitment beyond India. Immigration Minister Marc Miller insists that institutions must invest more in global talent and diversify their campuses. His words signal a major shift in Canada's approach to international education, and now Ottawa views Indian students as overrepresented and wants to reduce dependency on their enrollments. Miller also issued a stern warning to students with expired visas, stating, quote, "If you have no right to stay, you must leave," end quote. The message is clear. Canada's priorities have shifted, leaving Indian students uncertain about their future. Our final report explores the new policies and what they mean.
India and Canada's ties crumbled in September 2023 when Justin Trudeau accused India of killing Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar.
Between agents of the government of India and the killing of a Canadian citizen, Hardeep Singh Nijjar.
His baseless claims sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles, and India condemned those allegations as absurd, baseless, and politically motivated. Then last year, in October, Ottawa escalated tensions once again. It named Indian High Commissioner Sanjay Verma a person of interest. And, without much ado, New Delhi retaliated swiftly, expelling 6 Canadian diplomats. The once fragile ties are now beyond repair, and Trudeau's reckless diplomacy has only worsened relations further, despite agreeing he had no concrete evidence against India. But now, Canada has targeted Indian students in a fresh attack. Trudeau's government is urging universities to look beyond India, and Immigration Minister Marc Miller, who leads the latest anti-India campaign, claims Canada must reduce dependency on Indian students, insisting institutions to recruit elsewhere.
I would say universities and colleges have been going to one or two source countries and constantly going back to the well on that, and we expect the diversity of students.
Miller delivered his message under the guise of diversity. He admitted Indian students are the best and the brightest. Yet, he insisted that recruitment must shift elsewhere.
That doesn't mean that Indian students aren't some of the best and brightest. Indeed, as one of the largest populations in the world, you would expect students to come from India, but have asked universities and colleges to put a little more effort into the price of acquisition and to invest more in the talent that you're bringing here, and that includes going to more countries and expanding your resources.
Now, it's no secret that Canada profited from Indian students for years. But now, Trudeau's government wants to cast them aside, and the hypocrisy is astonishing. According to data from Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, approximately 1.3 million Indian students received study permits in Canada between 2015 and 2024. Indian students have fueled Canada's education system. They fill classrooms, pay sky-high tuition, and boost local economies. They even take up jobs, pay taxes, and contribute immensely. But Justin Trudeau's government sees them as disposable assets.
They need students because they need young blood, and they need workforce to run their economy, to run their industries, to run their IT industry and other industries. So what they do is they call students, they train them, they teach them, and then they ask them to work for them as per their convenience.
But the betrayal doesn't stop there. Canada is also cracking down on immigration. Students with expiring postgraduate work permits now face deportation.
We will not be doing what the administration of U.S. President Donald Trump is doing with regard to illegal immigrants. If you are here in an irregular fashion and don't have a right to stay, you need to leave or you will be removed.
There is no pathway and no support, just rejection. It's clear that Ottawa lured these students in with false promises, and now it discards them without hesitation. And now, Trudeau's diplomatic failures are costing Indian students everything. his government refuses to acknowledge the damage it has done. But on the other hand, India has taken note of Canada's actions. Relations are at an all-time low and tensions persist. The message is clear: Canada cannot be trusted. And as Trudeau continues to alienate himself, Canada will suffer. The question is, who will Trudeau betray next before he is pushed out of office?
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we've put together for you. Touted as the minimum two-ways defense from that video. India's neighbours were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout the biggest Hindu mandir in. We're on our way to Tel Aviv. Measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
we were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote efforts. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion, 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.